Hey guys, Steven here from TCTV Media. Right now, it's past 2 a.m. Enjoying my Labor Day, drinking some Rolling Rock. Really, really good beer, by the way. Cheap, watered down. What more can you ask for? Kind of funny, I was drinking this out of a cup originally, put down next to a water cup, and I grabbed the wrong cup, and I didn't realize it was Rolling Rock until about 4 or 5 seconds in. Probably way too longer than it should have been to realize water is actually not beer. But hey, maybe it'll help with hangovers. Who knows? More water than beer. Anyway, I wanted to dive a little deep into the whole Joe Rogan, Owen Benjamin beef. If you guys don't know what's going on, I'll post this all in the description. Most of it deals with Owen Benjamin's YouTube channel, and he posts 2 videos about what's going on here. But the first video essentially is about, he talks about how Joe Rogan's not his hero anymore. How Joe Rogan turned on him. Joe Rogan's not loyal. He's a monkey. All Hollywood thinks he's a joke. All that good stuff. And frankly, I thought it was being a little bit too emotional. He was acting a little bit like a woman there. He didn't have all the details, as it turns out, from his second video that he posted a few days after. And it's kind of funny because I do respect them both as people, as celebrities, as comedians. And it's sort of like when parents fight. You don't know whose side to take. You just wish they wouldn't be fighting. And, you know, some of it was founded. I kind of understand where he's coming from there, but most of it was unfounded completely. One of the main things he was talking about, how Joe Rogan was not being loyal and how he thought that he was trying to filter Owen, which I sort of understand from Joe's perspective. You know, you're there to help your friends. So if you see your friend doing something wrong, you may want to try to filter what they're doing. I have experience with that personally. You know, I'll be at a bar, my friend will start a fight with someone, I'll try to take them back, you know, be like, hey, what are you doing? You know, probably shouldn't be fighting these people. You know, you don't want to get your ass kicked. So you're not there to be an asshole, you're there to help and protect your friends. But again, I understand Owen's side. You know, he's his own man. He doesn't need Twitter, he doesn't need anyone to tell him what to do. Again, I respect that too. I don't need Twitter. I don't need anyone knowing or telling me what to do. But at the same time, I respect my friend's opinions. There's a reason why my friend would try to filter me or saying something that they're saying. So I think originally when he posted that video, it was just kind of a knee-jerk reaction. He was being a little bit too emotional. Wasn't thinking about what Joe Rogan was actually trying to help him with. And he just thought he was just turning on him as a free speecher. And I don't know if there's like a circle of free speechers, but I guess he considered Joe Rogan in that circle. And so it's funny. So then he posts that video, and then maybe 2 or 3 days later, he posts a video apologizing, saying he was completely wrong about Joe Rogan. So Owen calls up Joe. They talk for over an hour. Boom. The beef is squashed. And I think that's something that's really missing in our society. We're missing that either person-to-person talk or that over-the-phone discussion. I'm guilty of it too. I'm having some trouble in my personal life with my father. We tend to text each other a lot, and sometimes what will happen is he'll have a long day or something, you know, have a bad day, text this really weird, you know, thing that's sort of insulting, you know. At least I take it as insulting. And then I'll have a bad day, you know, I'll get home, see the text, and I'm like, well, shit, you know, why the fuck did he text that? You know, that's kind of uncalled for. So then I'll make a knee-jerk reaction, sort of like Owen did, and be like, fuck this guy. You know, he shouldn't be texting me this. Although as my father, I'll still, you know, say things I shouldn't be saying. And then it just escalates from there, and then it's a texting battle on, you know, who can get the last word and all that stupid shit. Ultimately, it gets nowhere, and I guarantee if I just called him, we would easily be able to sort it out. That's just how it always is, for the most part. At least with me and him, that's how it always is. And so my goal for, at least for tomorrow, and I'm kind of glad this is happening between Owen and Joe, because it's literally happening with me, too, with me and my father. You know, Owen had the balls to do it, so that's going to give me the balls to do it. I just need to squash the beef with my dad, call him up tomorrow, and sort it all out. I guarantee it'll be a 45-minute discussion. We'll be cherry after that. And that's why I respect the both of them. I respect Joe and I respect Owen. It takes big balls, especially being a celebrity, to admit you're wrong. These people have such big egos, and to admit that you're wrong flat out, I mean, props to Owen, man. props to him. And also props to Joe, because that man could have easily said, fuck this guy. This guy's a fucking psycho. He's going down the drain. He needs me for attention. Got kicked off Twitter. He could have easily done that, but that's why he's one of my heroes. You know, he calmly and collectively talked to Owen, squashed the beef, and boom, they're friends again. You know, it takes a lot of stoicism to do something like that. And that's what I love about Joe. He has that stoic nature about him where he sees things rationally and he talks things out. He may not agree with you, but he can at least talk with you and, you know, make it a friendly conversation. And I'm sure that's what he did with Owen when he called him. Instead of being emotional, they could have screamed at each other. They could have, you know, called each other names. But I imagine it was probably a very, very polite conversation. You know, Owen, I think, is the same way. You know, he can get emotional, but he can also be very polite and have a civilized discussion. And sometimes that's all it takes. You know, so if that's happening in your life, you know, if you're texting someone very violently, or if they're texting you some really horrible things, you know, just give them a call. It's not going to hurt anything. It takes a lot of balls. I mean, I admit it. I'm sure it took a lot of balls for Owen too, at least in my opinion, it does. And just call that person in your life that it may not be the best with right now. Be it a friend, be it a family member, be it someone else, an acquaintance, you know, whatever. Just call them up and maybe things will work out. Maybe it won't, but worst that will happen, they'll cuss you out or something, hang up on you. Fuck it. You know, that's the risk you have to take. Anyway, that's all I wanted to talk about. The Trump video is going to be coming soon about the Trump rally. About 3/4 of the way done with that. And hey, hopefully you enjoyed your Labor Day weekend. I know I did not. Had to work all weekend. But maybe you're enjoying a beer like me. Peace.